beautiful chive flowers and oregano. I'm going to set this over here to dry, and I'm going to show you the other ingredients to get prepped. So a pie pan, a pie dish, whatever size. This works for the recipe, the amount of shortbread that I'm making. And I've got my butter in a butter dish. I've got this beautiful French gray sea salt from Ballerina Farm, and some powdered sugar and all-purpose flour. It's that simple, and it's fun. I lately have not been cooking with flour. I've not really been baking things. I've kind of been doing like a really healthy protocol for spring. I wouldn't say a cleanse, but just like mostly whole foods, mostly really healthy. And so I haven't been making things with sugar either. I've just been having like fruits and dried fruits and maybe some honey. But my sweetheart asked for something sweet, and I was like, we've got some sugar, we've got some flour, and once in a while it doesn't hurt to have a sweet in the house. So yeah, it's been a couple months since I've baked something, but I wanted to make something with the pretty chive flowers, and I will not pass up an opportunity to use butter when I'm baking. I do love butter. Very fun. That should probably be enough to coat the pan. I think it's like half a tablespoon. I always like to lick the knife. That's the fun thing about being the one who bakes. You get to taste things throughout the process. So just rubbing it in. This is one of those really like playful things that I love so much about cooking and baking. Like, it just feels like I'm kind of tapping into like, you know, younger self, child self, who played with finger paints and stuff, when you get to do this fun part of baking and really making something with your hands. I find it so calming and so creative. And I'm gonna have friends who are like, how are you so creative? Like, how do you write and make music? And how are you like in touch with your creativity? And I'm just like, recognize that everything that you do is creative. When you pick out your outfit, that's a creative act. How you move through your day is creative. And basic things like cooking and baking, these are all creative acts, and you can just lean into being like, I'm a creative person and I love doing these things, right? Now I've got just the butter, like 113 grams of butter, 40 grams of powdered sugar, and my stand mixer, and we're gonna beat this for 3 minutes until it's smooth. Okay, now I've added to the creamed butter and sugar flour and this beautiful Ballerina Farm French gray sea salt. Okay, and now I'm going to mix this on low until it's just combined and a little crumbly, and then we're gonna set it in the pan. That simple. This is why shortbread is so fun. Okay, now I have a crumbly dough. I'm just gonna press it in and together into like a softer dough using a spatula, and then I'm gonna press it into the pie dish. And then we're gonna score it and poke it with a fork, and it's pretty much done and ready. So nice, easy recipe that we're baking this week because I'm a busy lady, you know, running my own business, writing my first book, planning my birthday party in a few weeks. It's a really good time. I'm gonna be going to a wedding next weekend. One of my best friends from college, her wedding with her sweetheart, and then yeah, going home the week after that, or like a few days after that, I'll be flying to Savannah and driving to Jacksonville, and I'm really looking forward to it. Really looking forward to seeing my family, getting quality time with them, celebrating with friends. So much to look forward to this late spring. Celebrate my Gemini babies, myself, and my friend, and then my cousin who's a Cancer. Our birthday is this late spring and into the summer. So much to celebrate this summer. But it's real fun to make something quick and simple like this. I'll be so happy to share it with my Hans tonight. And once I'm done with this, I'm going to the gym for my strength workout. It is pull day. No, yesterday was pull day. Today is push day. Tomorrow is my glute day. I look forward to that a lot, but I didn't have perfect sleep last night, so I was like, I'm not gonna do the heavy glute day until tomorrow when I get better sleep tonight. Anyways, this is kind of a workout, arm workout right now. Just for my right hand, trying to get this a little bit less crumbly. It's still very crumbly. I'm gonna try forming it. Let's see. Very crumbly. Pretty dough. I'm just pressing it down. I'm gonna switch to my hands because the warmth of my hands will bring this together a little bit more. Getting our clean hands in there. This is like adult Play-Doh. It is really like adult Play-Doh. Very fun. Perfect for my push day. I'm warming up. Let's see. And oh my gosh, I post to Substack, right? That's my primary thing. I also I share some stuff on like Instagram and TikTok and YouTube. And on TikTok specifically, I've now gotten like a handful of kind of strange messages from men being like, hey, do you want me to send you money via Cash App? Do you need a sugar daddy? And I'm like, do I just not respond? Like, my strategy so far is just to not respond. Being like, hey, you're pretty, or hey, you're beautiful, like, do you want a sugar daddy? And I'm just like, what does this mean? Do you actually want to send me money just for like existing? Because I'd be down to receive some money for my business, but I don't want any strings attached. I don't know, is this some sort of scam? Is this like, I wouldn't want it to lead anywhere else. I wouldn't want to feel icky about it. Like, you know, I just don't want any complications. So I'm kind of like, do I just fully ignore this, or should I send them a Stripe link for like, here's a sliding scale, or like, here's a charge for $2,000. One guy said $5,000. I was like, just, if you're feeling generous, I just don't know what to do with that. And it seems weird. So let me know if you are also experiencing that on TikTok or anywhere else, and like what you would suggest, how you would respond, if you would just suggest not responding at all, because that's what I've done so far. So that's totally a tangent. I just thought it would be, possibly I'll share this, possibly I'll cut this. I'm definitely going to talk with my sister about it because she is also on TikTok. But that's totally a tangent and we can move off of it now. This dough has come together now. It looks like adult Play-Doh. It looks kind of, has that nice focaccia look where, you know, you put your fingers in it and it gets these little pretty dimples. So this is the dough, pretty flat. Shortbread has no rising agent in it, so it's not going to rise very much. There's no baking powder, baking soda, no yeast. It's just going to be a shortbread, and that's why it's called a shortbread, and it's simple and cute and short. Now I'm going to cut this into 8 pieces, not cutting all the way through, but like most of the way down. So let's try to do this even and pretty. Down the middle. Real exact as I can be with this. Just doing a cross and fourths and then another cross. Now for the scoring, you take your pretty little fork and you score the bread throughout. So I would say 2 or 3 per each little square of the 8 pieces that we just made. This will help it bake evenly. Beautiful. Now for the most fun part, the part that I did all of this for, which is to decorate this beautiful little shortbread with my beautiful chive flowers and oregano from the garden. This is so cute. Oh my gosh, this is so cute. I can already tell. How cute is that? Okay, this is looking really pretty. I'm excited about it. I did go out into my garden to grab one more sprig of oregano to put right here in the center, make it all beautiful. Perfect. Topping it off with a little bit more of the Ballerina Farm French Grey Sea Salt that my sweet, sweet fairy friend Elle gave me for my birthday last year. And now we have a beautiful fairy cake from the garden, a sort of fairy shortbread. This dough, this whole little bread, is gonna go into the fridge to chill for 15 minutes, and then I'm gonna bake it in the oven at 325. And then it's done. So pretty. I love it. I love it. I love it. Thank you, Ballerina Farm. I love making things from my garden so much. This is just so fun for me, and it's my way of manifesting my bigger garden and my land in the future, and my farm, the land that I know we're gonna own. I'm practicing and starting now with just loving making things from my little cute garden here so much. Okay, now this beauty is going into the oven for 22 to 28 minutes. I'm gonna go with angel number 22. That is one of my numbers. Into the oven. Okay, this is what it looks like coming out of the oven. It's not as colorful anymore, but I'll tell you what, it smells delicious. And we're gonna let this cool now. It is so pretty. I love this little, I'm calling this a fairy shortbread. And my husband and I are going to enjoy it as a sweet and savory treat with our dinner or for dessert. Oh my gosh, it's just so cute. I'm really glad that I used the chive flowers this way. I read that I could also make like a chive vinegar or something different. I just knew it would be so fun for me to put it in a baked good. So I'm really happy that I did this. And again, it smells wonderful. So fun, so sweet, so pretty. Goes pretty well with my mittens that a sweet friend gave me, also very flowery. And let me know if you try this. If you try this recipe, I would love to hear your experience in the comments. Sending peace and love.